Om Namo Narayanaaya. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Shri Rama Sharanam Mama, Shri Ramayana Sharanam Mama, Shri Vasishtha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishwamitra Sharanam Mama, Shri Valmiki Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Saraswati Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Rama Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Friends, welcome. Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, 35th Sarga. Yesterday we saw VARNANAM. Let us chant and study 36th Sarga, Janapada Varnanam. So, which are the various Janapadas, the kingdoms that have come, the kings and all, supporting. One side, the Viduratha Raja, the husband of Leela, other side, the Raja of the Sindhu. A big list is given. Before that, little more Varnana of the Yuddha, how they fought in that Dvandva Yuddha. So, this is how the Samashti Maya, individual's mana, subtle, can allow or make the gross word manifest and make so many things happen in this gross world. With all their seeming substantiality, seeming reality, seeming conspicuousness, seeming providing of all the variety of experiences, yet all of that from the Adhisthana Drishti are unreal, mithya kalpita. If we are able to understand it intellectually with all the logics of Shastra and all, and also on the seat of meditation, by transcending all of them, realize the substratum, we are mukta. May slowly, if not immediately, urgently, but steadily, this happened to all the seekers of liberation, seekers of moksha. Right? Let us spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes in our Mangalacharana Shloka like every day. Let us do the Parayanam and just go through the meanings. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanataha Vyakhyaataha Sarva Vedantaha Satchastraha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Sri Rama Rama Ramete Rame Rame Manurame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Nandvatītam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaदिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ श्री विश्वामित्र श्री वाल्मीकि श्री वेदव्यास श्री नारद श्री वामदेव श्री सरस्वती आदि समस्त वेदांत योग वासिष्ठ रामायणादि शास्त्राणाम् आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषत् योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थम धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदम्। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर् जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने जनपद वर्णनं नाम षट्त्रिंशः सर्गः। Let us revel in the chanting of these mantras and feel the joy that we are chanting those mantras which are said by Vaashishtha ji, heard by Ramaji, written by Valmiki ji, and then passed on to us by millions of Rishijis. See, these are the faiths, these are the feelings which keep us intact on this path of chantings, understanding the meanings, learning from them, all the wisdoms required for the Vyavaharika life as well as Adhyatmika. Then implementing them. May there not be any vagueness. May there not be any samshayo in this regard. Let us start. ओम जनपद वर्णनम श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। ओम अथ शृंगोपमानेषु स्थितेषु शरराशिषु सर्वभीरुषु भग्नेषु विद्रुतेषु दिशो दश मातंगशवशैलेषु विश्रान्ताम्बुदपङ्क्तिषु यक्षरक्षः पिशाचेषु क्रीडस्सु रुधिरार्णवे महतां धर्मनिष्ठानां शीलौजः सत्त्वशालिनां शुद्धानां कुलपद्मानां वीराणाम् अनिवर्तिनां द्वन्द्वयुद्धानि जातानि मेघानामिव गर्जतां पितो निगरणोत्कानि विलन्त्यापगपूरवत पञ्जरः पञ्जरेणेव गजौघेन गजोच्छयः सवनः सवनेनाद्रि हि अद्रिणेवामिलद्बलात् अश्वाघो मिलदश्वानां वृन्दे नाराविरंहसा तरङ्गौघेन घोषेण तरङ्गौघ इवार्णवे नरानीकं नरानीकः समायुधमयोधयत् वेण्वोघमिव वेण्वोघो मरुल्लोलो मरुद्बलम् रथौघश्च रथौघेन निष्पिपेशाखिलं वपुः नगरं नगरेणेव दैवेनोड्डीनमासुरम् नरश्चर भरासार सरच्चर भरासार रचिता पूर्ववारिदं युधे स्थगिताकाशा धनुर्धरपताकिने विषमायुधयुद्धेषु योद्धारः पेलवाशयाः यदा युक्त्या पलायन्ते रणकल्पानले तदा मिलिताश्चक्रीणश्चक्रैः धनुर्धारैर्धनुर्धराः खड्गिभिः खड्गयोद्धारो भुषुण्डीभिर्भुषुण्डयः मुसलैर्मुसलोदाराः कुन्तिनः कुन्तिधारिभिः रुष्टायुधा रुष्टिधरैः प्रासिभिः प्रासपाणयः समुद्गरामुद्गरिभिः सगदैर्विलसद्गदाः शाक्तीकैः शक्तियोद्धारः शूलैः शूलविशारदाः प्रासासनविदः प्रासैः परसूक्ताः परश्वथैः लकुटोद्यैर्लकुटिनः चोपलैरुपलायुधाः पाशिभिः पाशधारिण्यः शङ्कुभिः शङ्कुधारिणः क्षुराकाभिस्तु क्षुरिका भिन्दिपालैश्च तद्गताः वज्रमुष्टिधरा वज्रैर् अङ्कुशैरङ्कुशोद्धताः हलैर्हलनिकाशज्ञाः त्रिशूलैश्च त्रिशूलिनः शृङ्खलाजालिनो जालैः शृङ्खलैरलिकोमलैः क्षुभिताकल्पविक्षुब्ध सागरोर्मिघटा इव क्षुब्धचक्रदलावर्तः शरसीकरमारुतः प्रभ्रमध्येति मकरः व्योमैकार्णव आवभौ उत्फुल्लायुधकल्लोल शिराकुलजलेचरः रोदोरन्ध्रसमुद्रोऽसौ बभूवामरदुस्तरः दिव्याष्टकजनानेकं पक्षद्वयतया तया अर्धेनार्धेन कुपिदं भूपालाभ्यां तथा स्थितं मध्यदेशादिसङ्ख्याने प्राग्दिग्भ्योऽभ्यागतानि मान् लीलानाथस्य पद्मस्य पक्षे जनरुदान् शृणु पूर्वस्यां कोसलाः काशी मागधा मिथिलोत्कलाः मेखलाः कर्करामुद्राः तथा सङ्ग्रामशौण्डकाः मुख्या हिमारुद्रमुख्याः ताम्रलिप्तास्तथैव च प्राग्ज्योतिषावाजिमुखा अम्बष्टाः पुरुषादकाः कर्णकोष्ठाः सविश्वोत्राः आवमीनाशनास्तथा व्याघ्रवक्त्राः किराताश्च सौवीरा एकपादकाः माल्यवान्नाम शैलोत्र शिबिराञ्जन एव च कुशलध्वजपद्माद्याः ततोदयकरो गिरिः अथ प्राग्दक्षिणायां तौ इमे विन्ध्यादिवासिनः चेदयो वत्सदाशार्हाणाः अङ्गवङ्गोपवङ्गकाः कलिङ्गपुण्ड्रजठरा विदर्भा मेखलास्तथा शवराननवर्णाश्च कर्णात्रिपुरपूरकाः कण्टकस्थलनामानः पृथग्दीपककोमलकलाः कर्णान्ध्राश्चौलिकाश्चैव तथा चार्मण्वदावि काककाहेमकुड्याश्च तथा श्मश्रुधरा अपि बलिग्रीवमहाग्रीवाः किष्किन्धानालिकेरिणः अथ लीलापतेरस्य दक्षिणस्याम् इमे नृपाः विन्द्योऽथ कुसुमापीडो महेन्द्रो दर्दुरस्तथा मलयः सूर्यवांश्चैव गणाराज्यसमृद्धकाः अवन्तीरिति विख्याताः तथा शाम्भवतेति च दशपूरकथाचक्रा रेशिकातुरकच्छपाः वनवासोपगिरयः ते भद्रगिरयस्तथा नागरादण्डकाश्चैव कणराष्ट्रनृराष्ट्रकाः साहाशैवार्ष्य मूकाश्च कर्कोटावनबिम्बलाः पम्पानिवासिनश्चैव कैरकाः कर्कवीकराः स्वेरिकायासिकाश्चैव धर्मपत्तनपञ्जिकाः काशिकास्तृष्णकल्लूला यादान्ते ताम्रपर्णकाः गोनर्दाः कणकाश्चैव दीनपत्तननामकाः ताम्रीकादम्बराकीर्णाः सहकारैणकास्तथा वैतुण्डकास्तुम्बवना लाजिनद्वीपकर्णिकाः कर्णिकाभाश्च शिवयः कौङ्कणाश्चित्रकूटकाः कर्णाटमण्टवटका महाकटकिकास्तथा आन्ध्राश्चकोलगिरयः च अवन्तिकविचेरिकाः चण्डायत्ता चे देवनकाः क्रौञ्चावाहिस्तथैव च शिलाक्षारोदभो नन्द मर्दनामलयाभिधाः ते चित्रकूटशिखरालङ्कारक्षोगणाः स्मृताः। अथ प्रत्यग्दक्षिणस्यां महाराज्यसुराष्ट्रकाः सिन्धुसौवीरशूद्राख्या आभीरा द्रविडास्तथा कीकटाः सिद्धखण्डाख्याः तथा कालिरुहा अपि अत्र हेमगिरिशैलः तथा रैवतकौगिरिः जयकच्छोमयवरो यवनास्तत्र जन्तवः बाह्लीकामार्गणावन्त धूम्रास्तुम्बकनामकाः तथा लाजकणश्चैव तथात्र गिरिवासिनः ततोब्दितोकनियुताः एते लीलापतेर्जनाः। अथ तत्प्रतिपक्षस्थान इमान् जनपदान् शृणु पश्चिमायां दिशि प्रौढा इमे तावन्महाद्रयः मणिमान्नाम शैलेन्द्रः पुरार्पणगिरिस्तथा वनोर्कहो मेघभवः चक्रवानन्तपर्वतः जनाः पञ्चजना नाम काशब्रह्मचयान्तकाः तथैव भारक्षतथाः पारकाः शान्तिकास्तथा शैव्यारमरयकायाश्च गुहुता नियमास्तथा हैहयाः सुहुमगायाश्च ताजिकाहूणका पार्श्वे कतकयोः कर्का गिरिपर्णावमास्तथा सन्त्यक्तधर्ममर्यादास्तान्ते वर्णाम्लेच्छा जातयः ततो जनपदा भूमिर्योजनानां शतद्वयं ततो महेन्द्रशिखरी मुक्ता मणिमया वनिः यतो महीधरशतैः रथाश्वो नाम पर्वतः ततो महार्णवो भीम पारियात्रगिरिस्तटे पश्चिमोत्तरदिग्भागे देशो गिरिमतिस्थितः तथा वेणुपतिश्चैव ततो नरपतिर्महे तथा फल्गुणकाश्चैव माण्डव्यानेकनेत्रकाः कुरुकुन्दाश्च पाराश्च भानुमण्डलभावनाः वन्मिलान् सलिना दीर्घा दीर्घकेशाङ्गबाहवः रङ्गाश्च रङ्गाश्चन्तनिकाश्चान्या गुरुहाश्चलुहास्तथा ततः स्त्रीराष्ट्रमतुल गोवृषापत्यभोजनम् अथोत्तरस्यां हिमवान् क्रौञ्चोऽथ मधुमान् गिरिः कैलासो वस्मान् मेरुः तत्पादेषु जना उभे भद्रावारे वयोधेया मालवाः शूरसैनिकाः राजन्याश्च तथा ज्ञेया अर्जुनातनयास्तथा त्रिगर्त एकपात् क्षुद्राम् अबलान्वस्तवासिनः अबलाः प्रखलाः शाखाः क्षेमधूर्तय एव च दशधा नागावधस्य दण्डाहन्यसनास्तथा दानदाः सरकाश्चैव वटधानास्तथैव च अन्तरद्वीपगान्धाराः तथा वन्तिसुरास्तथा अथ तक्षशिला नाम ततो वीलवगोधनी पुष्करावर्तदेशस्य यशोवतिमहीततः ततो नाभिमतिर्भूमिः इक्षाकालवरास्तथा काहकं नगरं चैव सुरभूतिपुरं तथा तथैव रतिकादर्श अन्तरादर्श एव च ततः पिङ्गलपाण्डव्यं यामुने यातु धानकाः मानवानाङ्गना हेम तालाः स्वस्वमुखास्तथा हिमवान् स्वनुमान् क्रौञ्च कैलासावित्यगास्तथा ततो जनपदा भूमिरशीतिशतयोजना अथ प्रागुत्तरस्यां तु क्रमाज्जनपदान् शृणु कालुता ब्रह्मपुत्राश्च कुणिदाः कदिनास्तथा मालवारन्ध्रराज्याश्च वनाराष्ट्रास्तथैव च केडवस्ताः सिंहपुत्राः तथा वामनताङ्गदाः सावाकच्छापलवहाः कामिरादरदास्तदा अभिसासदजार्वाकाः फलोलकुविकौतुकाः किरातायामुपाताश्च दीनाः स्वर्णमहीततः देवस्थलोपवनभूस्तदनूदितश्रीर्विश्वावसोस्तदनु तदनु मन्दिरमुत्तमं च कैलासभूस्तदनु मञ्जुवनश्च शैलो विद्याधरामरविमानसमानभूमिः इति आर्षे वासिष्ठमहारामायणे वाल्मीकिये उत्पत्तिप्रकरणे जनपदवर्णनं नाम षट्त्रिंशः सर्गः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Oh, big sarga. Right. Straight away study. Om Ata Janapada Varnanan Nama Shatrimsha Sargaha. So, Ata Shrungopamaneshu Stiteshu Sharararishu Matanga Shava Shaileshu. Huge elephants died, piling up as if one on the above, appearing to be huge mountains. And on them, the number of arrows that are there looking like the peaks only. Point 1. Point 2. Sarva bhirishu bhagneshu vidruteshu disho dasha. And all those who are afraid, frightened, half dead, half beaten, could not stand in the war. Till the last moment, they ran away. Then, on these elephants which are so highly piled up, as if the clouds are landing on it, like the clouds land or take support of the mountains. Then Yaksharaksha Pishacheshu Kridatsu Rudirarnave. In that Rudira Arnava, in that ocean of the blood, all the Yaksharaksha Pishacha, they are playing their play. They like it. That was the scene. So these are not seen by us, but those who are in the Sukshma Drishti Sthiti, they can see that. Then what happened now? After that huge war progressed up to this level. Now, the as it is said now, many died, many ran away. Still, some are staying. They will have now the Dvandva Yuddha. Who are the ones who are staying back to do the Dvandva Yuddha? Their gunas are Varnita, described. Mahatam Dharmanishtanam. Those are the great people because of their Dharmanishtha. Sheela Ujaha. Those who have the Ojas stages of Sheela character. Sattva Shalinam. Who have got terrible physical and mental stamina and strength. Shuddhanam. Those are pure, immaculate in their hearts. Kula Padmanam. Those are like the blossomed lotuses for their Kula, the clan. Viranam Anivartinam. Such a ferocious Viras. They once enter into the Yuddha. Either they defeat, kill, and win the victory in the war, or they themselves die there, but they won't run away, come back from the Yuddha. Anivartinam. With such a Yoddhas, between them, Dvandva Yuddhani Jatani. The Dvandva Yuddhas happened. Wonderful description, these people. So powerful. Dvandva Yuddhani Jatani Meghanam Iva Garjatam. Like the two meghas hitting each other and doing the terrible Garjana. गर्जना करते हुए टकराना, टकरा के गर्जना करना. Then mitho nigarana utkani milanti apaga puravatu. So they are like two rivers as if coming together whenever you see in a prayaga, as if this want to consume that, that river want to consume this. In this way they were doing the Bhayankara Dvandva Yuddha. Then before proceeding further, only one thought. With such a ferocious fighting within each other, with all their noble qualities, etc. Described, acknowledged by the readers like us, praised by us, and then such Veeras, ferocious peoples, pictures also we keep, take them as an inspiration. And yet, you see, one shortcoming is there in them is what? For the sake of the gross Rajya or any of the Vijaya, which is a lot of an individuality born out of delusion, all these terrible acts they are doing. From the Adhyatmika Drishtikona, instead of fighting these outer wars for the Dehoham Jivoham, we should fight the inner war of Jnana defeating Ajnanam and realizing Brahmaham. Isn't it? That's how one shortcoming in them. At the same time, because of their Virochita Yuddha, when they are fighting with honesty, with Dharma Paksha, etc., then they will realize, यार इतना युद्ध करके भी क्या फायदा, फिर से जीतो तो भी नुकसान, हारो तो भी नुकसान, है ना? जीतो तो भी नुकसान is throughout life the guilt that for the gaining of this kingdom, how many people have killed them. Whether you glorify it as the war, etc., मार तो डाला ना, हाथ हार गए तो गया, we ourselves lose our life. So they will get an understanding later on, then they will slowly turn to spirituality. Like this great Ashoka Chakravarti Samrat. He fought that Kalinga Yuddha. After that, he felt so bad about it that he took sannyas only. Buddha sannyasa. Along with him, 5 lakhs of Hindus became Buddhas at that time. Chakravarti Ashoka. That was prevailing at that time. Or even Yudhishthira. After that Bhayankara Yuddha, went to Bhishma, learnt all Shastras, then though lived in kingdom for some time, later on gave the whole Rajya to Raja Parikshit, all of them went for that Swargarohan. You know? So, straight away go to spirituality. If not, wherever you are placed, whether it is doing the Yuddha or ruling the kingdom or doing the Vyapara or anything, do it honestly, do it with pure heart and intentions. Slowly, that pure heart will open up in its thinking and understanding about what's temporary, what's permanent, etc. What is unreal, what is real. Thereafter, the temporary unreal we give up, go for permanent and real. All in all, outer life, living honestly, living purely, consciously, if according to Shastras, always is welcomed, always is expected. So, just by the way, we are understanding. Though Bhayankara Yuddha, they are doing Dvandva Yuddha and they are Dharmanishta, Shila, Ojaha, Sattvashali, Shuddha, Kulapadma, Veera, Anivarti. Yet it's an outer war only. If these qualities are there, and with this, if the inner Yuddha is done, then they'll be spiritually evolving. Every jiva finally has to come to this path only. We have already come, you and I. Isn't it? We might have gone through such wars many times in our earlier lives. Each one of them gave us the little vairagya, all of that mounted to this. That in this life, slowly having gone through whatever our prarabdhas in the earlier time, now we are tending towards Tattva Shastra Shravana Dhyana Manana Chintana Dhyana. When it is becoming intense day by day, single pointed day by day, totally engrossing day by day, then with that subtlety gained of the antakarana, the substratum is first understood on the meditational seat, it's realized. Keep these things in mind and we'll keep on reminding such things all through our study of all Shastras, all through the day, as long as the Lord wants it to happen through us. Next, Panjaraha Panjareneva. From here onwards, the Dvandva Yuddha Varna is done. Panjaraha Panjarena Iva Gajoghena Gajochayaha. So, the elephants, Savar Karne Wale with the elephants. Or these two people are fighting mutually Dvandva Yuddha. Like the Panjara means the lion with the lion. Gaja with Gaja, elephants with the elephants. Savanaha Savanena. So too the horses with the horses. Then Adrihi Adrinya Iva. Like the big mountains as if fighting with each other. It was appearing that equal powerful people with the same type of ayudas or positions, they are fighting with each other. Like in boxing, below 60 kg, 60 to 80, 80 above, ऐसा divide होता है. Even in wrestling also, like that. Even cricket also, the under 19, women, women, men, men, then senior citizen, what do you call senior नहीं, legends. चलता रहता है. So here also they were doing. Ashwagho milad ashwanam. So those who are the Ashwa Rathis, they are with them. Vrunde Nara Virham Hasa. Tarangokena Ghoshena Tarangogai Varnave. Their Yuddha was appearing like that the group of waves of the ocean are colliding with the clashing with the other group of ocean of the waves. It was appearing like that. Then Narani Kam Narani Kaha. Nara Anikam Naranikaha Samayudamayo Dhayata. So the beings equivalent in their ayudhas fighting with each other. Venvogamiva Venvogho Marullolo Marudbalam. When the huge winds are blowing and they are hitting the Venu Ogha, the cluster of the bamboo grows, they make sound. Other also make sound. If you carefully listen, it appears as if they are fighting with each other within themselves. तो ये हवा ने इस तरफ धक्का दिया उस वेणु को, द बैम्बू, and then the wind blew the other venu, both of them beating with each other, fighting each other. So the tallmost venu bamboos, they are fighting. Middle sized, they are fighting. The smaller one, they are fighting with each other. In that way was seen. Then Rathaugena. The people on the Rathas fighting with those who are on the Rathas. Nishvipesha Akilam Vaboho. In that Yuddha, each one are pounding the other ones. Then Nagaram Nagare Neva. In this way, Daivena Uddinam Asuram. Like the Devatas fighting with the Rakshasas, which are of the same category. In that way, when they are fighting, the chariots, etc., were also getting broken, etc. Then Saratchara Bharasara Rachita Purva Varidam. So, Saratchara Bhara Asara Rachita Apurva Varidam. With the amount of the arrows they are shooting at each other, a Vilakshana Megha. Okay, Apurva Varidam means inexplicable, never earlier. Bana Megha is formed there. Yude Stagita Kasha Dhanurdhara Patakini. In that way, Yuddha going on, the Patakas also going and hitting each other, having gone into the Akash. तो इसने उसके ध्वजा को उड़ाया, उसने इसका, दोनों ध्वजा पताका having gone into the Akasha, they are hitting each other. That was a peculiar scene that is shown. Now, Vishamayudha Yuddheshu Yodhara Pelavashayah Yada Yuktya Palayante Rana Kalpanale Tada. Right end of this Rana Kalpa Anala. That Yuddha Bhumi appearing like the Pralayagni, many of the Yodhas having fought for some time when they never thought it would be so ferocious, having seen that inexplicable scene or unbearable, frightening scenes, many of the timid people they ran away. They ran away. Like even Arjuna, before the Yuddha started, only wanted to run away. Same Arjuna, when asked the Lord to show Vishwarupa, Lord was showing Vishwarupa first, everything beautiful, good, good. Later on, when the Lord was showing all his Kala Rupa, Agni Rupa, of consuming everything, in that he was seeing Bhishma and Drona and Karna and Duryodhana being consumed. In that line of people being consumed by the Lord, somewhere far off, some familiar Rupa Arjuna saw. When he carefully looked at that Rupa, it was himself. Means I am also going to be consumed by this ferocious form of the Lord, Kalagni, Kala Mukha, Kala Rupa. He said, stop, stop, Lord, I cannot see this one. He was afraid that, no, show me your Saumya Rupa of Chaturbhuja. In the same way, in this war also, some of them backed up from every country. That news never comes. Nobody wants to continuously fight the war. Isn't it? How many in Russia might have backed up? आपको सुनने को मिला ही है न्यूज पिछले 3 साल से. Ukrainians, how many? Then the Israelis, they are surprised they are not allowed to speak out. Otherwise, so tension it is. In US though, so much of the opposition there that this war, if happens, Whole American economy collapses because all the weapons are over. Then, with for next 5 years after, you have to again fight the war with some other country, or create war between two countries and sell your weapons. So all your budget has to go for making the weapon. Then the country will go to what? So they oppose far-sighted people. Some back away. So here also some of them ran away. So Vishama Ayudha Yuddheshu Yodharaha Pelava Ashayaha Yada Yuktya Palayante Rana Kalpanale Tada. Now from here onwards, very interesting thing for our information in next 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 7 shlokas. Various ayudhas that are employed in that yuddha incidentally are informed to us. So the Yodharas with these Ayudhas are fighting with each other. While this description is going on, you can have an idea of what are the weapons names that are used there. They have their own English and translation, and you can see them which Ayudha looks like what. Out of them, दो तीन हमको पता होगा like खड्गा, त्रिशूला and all. All of them we may not. So, militas chakraihi, those who are the chakrayudhari, they are fighting with chakrayudhari. Dhanurdharair dhanurdharaha, the bow and arrow people with the equivalents of khadgibihi khadgiyodharaha, the khadgwale, the swords, they are fighting with the same people. Bhushundir bhir Bhushundayaha, the Bhushundi named one ayudha equivalent, they are fighting with each. Musalair musalodharaha, the musala is another ayudha. Kuntinaha Kuntidharivihi, the poking wala Kunti, they are experts in that. Rushtayudha Rushtidharahi, the Rushti is another name of the Ayudha. Prasibihi Prasapanayaha, Prasa is the another Ayudha, with that they are fighting. Some Mudgara Mudgarivihi, a terrible Mudgara lekar ek dusre ko maar rahe. Sagadairi Vilasat Gadaha, Gadadhari with Gada. Gada and Dhanurbana, then Trishula, then Khadga, देन असी खटका तगड़ा होता है असी थोड़ा तीखा होता है पतला होता है दीज आइदर्स यू एंड आई नो है ना इवन व्हाट यू कॉल दैट एज द एक्स द पिक एक्स many of them know we know the name but if you see them you may recognize so shakti kaihi shakti yodharaha some are taking the shakti ayudhas and fighting with each other shulai shula visharadaha the shula तीन है तो त्रिशूला they are fighting with them shula trishula chatushula also it can be pashibihi pashadharinyaha those who are experts in fighting with the pasha the rope how the rope से लड़ेंगे I don't know but they are doing that shankubhi shankudharanaha so some of them the Shanku Ayudha. Kshura Kabistu Kshurika. Kshura means Chura. Chura means small chaku. And then the Bokne wala. You know, some are there experts in that. They know how to use it and then finish the enemy. Many of them must be multi-talented also. है ना like dance में कोई लोग they may know Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Odissi, Odia, Bhangra, and Garbha. They can learn life में. Like some people know 10 languages, 12 languages. Some are good at so many arts. So many of them may be multi yodharas, knowing using many ayudas. So Kshurika is to Kshurika bhi. So Kshurika is Chura, Kshurika also means कैंची कैंची से भी युद्ध पता नहीं कैसा करते हैं बिंदीपाल ही तदगता बिंदीपाल इज द नेम ऑफ अनदर आयुध वज्र मुष्टिधरा वज्र ही तो वज्र मुष्टिधरा मीन्स दोज हु कैन फाइट विद द फिस्ट फ्यूरियस उन्होंने ऐसे प्रैक्टिस करके तगड़ा बना दिया होगा उसको अंकुश ही अंकुशोद्धता अंकुश वाले अंकुश से देन हलैर हल निकाश अग्न्या हल इज दी केत जोतने वाला हल यू नो व्हाट यू कॉल इट that ones. Then Trishula ischa Trishulinaha. Those who can hold the Trishula, they are doing with that. Shrunkhala Jalina Jalaihi. Some are with the snares. Shrunkhala Jalina. Matlab with the chains the snare is made. With that they capture each other. Then Shrunkalair Alikomalaihi. Kshubita Kalpa Vikshubda Sagar Orbi Gata Iva. So in this way, like in the Pralaya Samaya, how the Sagara Tarangas fight with each other, they are fighting with each other. So Chakrinaha, Dhanurdharaha, Khadgaha. Then Bhushundi, Musala, Kunti, Rusta, Prasa, Mudgara, Gada, then Shaktikaha, Shula, Prasa, then Parashu, Lakuta, then Upala, then Pasha, then Shanku, then Kshurika, then Bhindipala, then Vajramushtidhara, Ankusha, Hala, then Trishula, 24, then Shrunkala, Jalina, Shrunkalaihi, 25, 26 varieties of Ayudas. अब देखो, Varnana has come here for our information. So they were making all of them depending on their size and requirement. है ना, दूर से लड़ना है तो कौन सा आयुध, थोड़ा पास है तो कौन सा, और पास है तो कैसा. In the too close, you can fight only with the fists. मुष्टि से ही कर सकते हैं. आयुध you cannot use. In that way. Then क्षुब्ध चक्रदलावर्तः. That yuddha again is compared. Kshubdha Chakradalavartaha. Chakradalas, the Chakrayudhas, etc., are the avartas, the whirlpools in that Yuddha Nadi. Sharasikara Marutaha. Then the Sharasikara, the heavily shooting arrows are the winds that are blowing in that river. Prabhrama Heti Makaraha. In that the Heti Ayudhas are seen like the Makaras, the crocodiles, etc. Vyoma Eka Arnava Abhabhau. The whole Yuddha was appearing like the space only. Then Utfulla Aida Kallola Shirakula Jalecharaha. Then various Aidhas shot at each other. Then Shirakula Jalecharaha. In that Yuddha, in between only, to take away the dead bodies, to eat the parts that are broken. All these foxes, jackals, they are also moving. एक तरफ युद्ध चल रहा है, वो अपना खाने के लिए आए, वो लेके जाने को. They are not worried about why they are fighting. Should we bring them into compromise? No, some flesh is seen, they are coming there to collect it. In this way, Rodo Randra Samudrosau. This was like a samudra with so much of kallolata. Bhavuva Amaradustaraha. That even the devatas also cannot cross that war. If they come, they have to fight. Either they have to win or defeat. Even they cannot bring compromise or quieten it. Even unimaginable to the devatas also. That's how was the war happening. Then Divyashtaka Jananekam Pakshadvayataya Taya. In both the Pakshas, the Ashtajana are there. The Ashtajana means, as I just now said, those who can fight the war by foot on the ground, or the horses, or the elephants, or chariots. This is four varieties. And also those who can fight with the bow and arrows, fight with the mushti, the fist, etc., or fight with the khadga adi, and fight with the gada adi. So by the four vahanas, with the four methods, those who can do the yuddha, they are called as Divya Ashtaka Jananikam. So all the 8 of them can be different ones. Some of them know 2 or 3 or 4. Some of them may have all the 8. Another meaning of Ashtaka means what? The 8 type of people are watching their yuddha. Divya Ashtaka Jananikam. Who are they? Yaksha, Rakshasa, Pishacha, Asura. These are always taking the part of the Adharma Paksha. Then Deva, Gandharva, Kinnara, Vidyadhara. These are all taking always the Dharma Paksha. So they already know who are going to win and lose. So they are going and getting separated into their own respective groups. So they are watching there. Then Divyashtaka Jananikam Pakshadvetayataya Ardhena Kupitam Bhupalabhyam Tathastitam. So those who are fighting with each other, guessing who is going to win or lose, are imagining or watching that and wishing, and also that their group should win. They are making all slogans, all clappings, all encouragements, etc. है ना, जैसे आप कोई बॉक्सिंग या रेसलिंग विंग में देखते हो, तो ये वाला जीत रहा है, तो दिस साइड ऑफ पीपल दे शाउट, दे विजिल, एंड दिस साइड पीपल ट्राई टू encourage him, उठो उठो जाओ युद्ध. Listening to their encouragements, now he gives 3 4 fists, that fellow has fallen. Then those people encourage him. In this way, the Deva Gandharva Kinnara Vidyadhara taking the side of those Dharma Paksha, then Yaksha Rakshasa Pishacha Suragana taking the Dharma Paksha. Whoever are at one point of time winning, they are happy. Others are encouraging their party. Like that, the Yuddha was seen. Like any football, you see terrible it is. है ना, पेनाल्टी किक मिल गया या पेनाल्टी कॉर्नर मिल गया, सो देयर इज एक्साइटमेंट. अगर गोल बन गया तो अब उसका ठिकाना नहीं है. सबसे ज्यादा चलाने वाला द कोच एज वेल एज अ कमेंटेटर. यू हैव सीन ऑल द वर्ल्ड कप्स. उसका छाती फट जाता है, गो नहीं सब. And sometimes it goes to a fighting also, or between the onlookers or the audience of other both the parties. खून खराबा भी बहुत बार हुआ. Audience supporting their team and fighting with each other. Anyway, these were all the ones taking the sides and then encouraging their groups. Then Madhya Deshadi Sankhyaane Pragdibhyo Bhyagata Animan Leelanathasya Padmasya Pakshe Janarudan Shrunu. So from here onwards, entire chapter is Varnana. First, of all the kings coming from different kingdoms, of all directions, supporting Raja Padma. Then the last 10-15 slokas, variety of kingdoms, kings coming with their Sainya to support the Sindhu Raja, a list is given. By seeing that, we will understand how many kingdoms were there, how many kings were there, how many of the Sainyas were there. They all have come to fight. And if the same type of war happens somewhere else, then these will go and join there. So निरंतर युद्ध चलता. In that, all these are ancient old names. Translate them and see. You will find most of them. Today's in Bharatavarsha, whatever the kingdoms are there, places now are there. Anciently, they have these names. But mind you, this is not this Bharata Bhumi in which you and I are staying. Or it may be. All in all, it is not that where Raja Padma and Leela were there as wife and husband. Raja already died, no Padma. He is born somewhere in other Brahmanda. In that in other Bhuloka, in that in the other Bharatavarsha. There also the same places are there. That means what? The people from the earth, wherever they go, they make their kingdoms and fight with each other. Or more subtly seen, the people from the other places only might have come onto the earth and made their kingdoms and then fighting with each other. Isn't it that way? If you very highly spiritually, philosophically seen, none of us belong to the town or village where we are born, nor we belong to the district we are born, nor we belong to the state we are born, nor even to Bharata Mata or the nation, not even we belong to even the earth also. We are only temporary visitors. Who can listen this thought? Who has got the dareness and courage? That we, the jivas, traveling from one loka to the other as a result of our karma, have come here only to go. इतने में इस देश को, इस देह को, इस प्रॉपर्टी को मेरा मेरा करते हुए लड़ लड़कर one day will die only. And when we die here, fighting for this land, where do we go? Into another Brahmanda somewhere. From there we came here. Isn't it? If this Vedanta philosophy is understood, will we fight for the petty things of this world? We don't belong to this earth. This body doesn't belong to us. This only temporarily given. ये पांच भूत मिला के इस छठे भूत हमको ही दिया गया बस. Can we think? We don't belong even to this Jiva Bhava, bhai. We are the Brahman. We are just playing the Jiva role. And little jada identify hokar, we are suffering, that's it. Just shake your head and say yourself, Aham Brahmasmi, Naham Jivasmi, Devasmi. Gone. All samsara gone it. One go. So anyway, these people, this yuddha all happening in another Brahmand. Only to say that like that, Ananta Kodi Brahmandas are there, Ananta Kodi Bhubagas are there. In each of them, different things might be happening. At this very time, there is another place. There also ऐसा सत्संग हो रहा होगा, या युद्ध हो रहा होगा, या राजा जैसे वहां पद्म डाइड, उधर वहां के राजा मर गए होंगे. Anything can happen. When we think about these things more and more, our unnecessary hold and identification with the particular things go away. That's called liberation, freedom. I'm that substratum on whom, like these millions of things, some of them looking similar to, are projected. Like in this river, so many waves are there. So too in other state, another river, so many waves are there. It is water, that is water. They are waves, these are waves. वहां भी मगरमच्छ मछली है, इधर भी मगरमच्छ मछली है. Like that. So too in this forest, these trees, that forest, those trees. In these mountains, these things, उस mountain में वो है. जैसे अर्थ में ऐसे होते हैं, so too like the earth there are many, like solar system there are many. हाँ, mystical is this entire universe, cosmos, outer. All of that is Maya projected, not real. Substratum alone is real. Ah, if that clicks to us through the Vedantic study and contemplation, that I see everything, but I know they're all transient and what do you call, ephemeral, temporary, projected. More than that, I caught the substratum of all of that, and I am that. जिसकी हिम्मत होती है ना जान के देन इज बियॉन्ड ऑल बॉन्डेजेस. एंड नाउ यू एंड आई, थोड़ा सर्दी खांसी होती है और डरते हैं मेरे को क्या आने वाला है. थोड़ा पेट दर्द हो गया, यू गॉन टू हॉस्पिटल, डॉक्टर सेड गेट एडमिटेड 2 days. डर नहीं लगते मैं वापस घर जाऊंगा कि नहीं. फॉर स्मॉल लिटिल थिंग्स वी आर सो अफ्रेड आइडेंटिफाइंग विद देम, है ना. लिटिल फाइटिंग विद वाइफ और चिल्ड्रन, देन द होल दिल, every become devadas only. What life is? Gain this knowledge. See the world from this vision. It is like a sarshapa. Sarshapa means rai ka itna hi hai bas. The whole world with all its happenings is like a rai ka tukda. That much valueless to which we are given so much of value. ज्ञानी को पहाड़ जैसे समस्या भी राई की तरह हो जाती. एंड फॉर ए मूर्ख अज्ञानी ए राई की तरह समस्या बिकम लाइक ए माउंटेन. You know, like death. How big is it a samasya? Looks like a mountainous. Otherwise, with an for a jnani, it is only a sarshapa. Sarshapa, right? How many times in how many shariras I entered, gusofied, and did all commotion, troubled everybody. By the time they came to beat me, I ran away. कितने बार नौटंकी नहीं किया हमने. क्या है इसमें, कोई विशेष है ही नहीं. In every life, kutta ho, billi ho, gadha ho, some friends, some enemies, some blood relations, some bloody relations, some cheating me, I cheat them. Yay, same natak. Nothing new, nothing great. Understand it. Therefore, nothing to be valued to the extent of getting lost in our mind about it and forgetting for what we have come, that is to know the reality. This knowledge is never given yadarako, it is taken. The Guru guides. He will not give the knowledge. You have to take it. To take it only, that type of purity, Shraddha, and our own self-effort. Regularity and sincerity in Shravanam, followed by sincerity, regularity in Adhyanam, Mananam, Chintanam. When that is done, our Jnana becomes intact with us. And with the Jnana Drishti, there is no samasya. Like Puja Gurudeva says, life is a comedy to those who think, and life is a tragedy to those who feel. Thinker means knowledgeable person. Feeler means the one who gets attached. The jnanam acts like a sword and cuts us under all attachments and frees us. Minus the knowledge, all our sentimental, mental, emotional life binds only us with the whole world and world to us. And when you are bound, you cannot be happy. Even in the flight, in the takeoff time, up to 10-15 minutes, everyone how much frustrated because the belt बांधने का symbol है उधर. The moment the symbol goes and the Here hostess announces, even though the symbol is removed for your own interest, please keep tying the belt. When she says, you look at her with so much anger that you just remove that belt and feel. Nobody wants to be tied down. Isn't it? We are tied down by our own emotions, ignorances. When you have the wisdom, nothing can tie us down or bind us. That wisdom is what is contained in all our Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Sanatana Dharma Shastras. And that wisdom purely conveyed in the Vedanta through the stories, etc., conveyed in Purana Itihasa. Forgetting or not knowing or not properly getting guided that these stories are to get the knowledge, we just lost in the stories and we identify with the characters and we start labeling and we start calling कि हमारे शास्त्रों में ऐसे क्यों character है अरे you are this fellow, don't get misled by the fathers, the stupid fellows who are bent upon destroying our Hinduism. These are all the happened histories. Through them you learn how to live and how not to live. If Duryodhana was there, I know, was there. No, what can you do with the history? था अब करोगे क्या उसका यथावत महाभारत में लिखा गया. You learn whether you want to be like Duryodhana or Yudhishthira. For the sake of teaching the lesson, the Mahabharata is written, not for anything getting lost in emotions and characters. This we miss, therefore, we get misguided by the Shatrus of Sanatana Dharma. Those Rakshasas' only goal is to destroy our faith in our own Shastras, which are the givers of such a great wisdom. They are jealous. That's it. You have to awaken to this truth. So Shastras, whether Shruti or Smriti or Purana or Ityasa, नहीं तो मुझे मैं क्यों पढ़ूं महाभारत जो पांडव कौरवों के बीच में हुआ, मैं क्यों पढ़ूं रामायण जो राम और रावण के बीच में हुआ. Why should I? It's a good question. The answer is yes, you need not. But yes, you have to because through them the wisdom is conveyed. For the sake of gaining knowledge, you have to study. Otherwise, you need not study them. And other than the Jnanam, you cannot live a noble life of success for yourself. So they will gain Jnanam through them. Think about it. Right? Tomorrow we'll see the different yodhas of both sides. Okay, पूरा एक दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा. Only the narration of that. Today we'll stop here. सर्वम रामार्पणम वशिष्ठार्पणम पूर्णमदः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, friends. Catch the essence, catch the intended meaning through all the expressions. Don't eat the kela with chilka or don't eat only the chilka. Be wise to peel away the skin and eat the banana. Whenever, wherever you are, whether it is a satsanga, listening to someone, or any interaction, any relation, what is good for you, you receive it. What is not required, leave it and come. If this art is not there and the other proofreader's attitude you have, a proofreader is most miserable when in one page he doesn't find any mistakes and is excited when in one page there are 10 mistakes. Don't be a proofreader. Be a person intelligent to eat the fruit and throw the skin wherever you are. Thank you. Let us study the लघु वाक्य. ओम पूर्णमदः बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. धन्यवाद.